What up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am Swagoo Black, putting on them hits. Today we talking about women in relationships, women in today's modern day relationships, and their input and outcomes of what they've been through in a relationship while dating in the modern world. So let's get right into it, shall we?
Sure, I'm in the mood for story time. Now, I've talked about my ex-fiance plenty of times, but some of y'all are new. So grab a snack and settle in. Me and him met in college. I was 19, he was 21. We started dating. A couple of weeks later, my mom kicks me out, so I end up living with him. A couple of months after I move in, he cheats on me. I stayed with him. I loved him, and I didn't have another place to stay, so I stayed with him. A few months after that, the topic of an open relationship starts to pop up. I brought it up as a joke. And he dead ass was like, this is something that we should do. Like, we should definitely be open. Ended up deciding against the open relationship, but he did end up cheating a couple of months later.
I don't know about y'all, but it sounds to me like she's the one who initiated the whole open relationship thing, and now that he is into it, she feels a way about it. Open relationship. All right, proceed.
Broke up for a little bit because I was just fucking heartbroken, and after a while we got back together. That was around the time that we started making wedding plans and I got a ring and all of that. We were good for a good while until his lease was up on his apartment and he wasn't going to renew it. He was going to go back and live with his mom. So I had no choice but to go and live with friends in another city. So we decided to break up. I was enjoying being single for like 6 months until he came back into my life around my birthday.
So hold on. What does she mean by that, though? What does she mean? She moved back with friends and she was enjoying being single. What is that like? What do that mean? I'm curious to know. Proceed.
Said he wanted to get back together. Since I had been enjoying being single, I told him we can get back together if we're in an open relationship.
And there you have it, right there. And there you have it, right there. We can get back together if we are in a open relationship. Now, what do that supposed to mean exactly? Like, what is her definition of an open relationship? Because some people, like women say things like, he's in a relationship, but I'm single. Is are we talking about that kind of open relationship where as though it's open on your side but closed on his? Or are you talking about he can do him, you could do you? I mean, what are we saying when we say open really? I think that's kind of used unfairly. But continue.
And he agreed. My life didn't really change all that much. He just moved into my apartment. I was still going out and having fun. Then some months go by and we have a conversation and he basically tells me that he's really not comfortable with the whole open relationship thing. So we
No
decide to
shit.
close it. That night, he got really drunk and went through my phone and found text messages from some of my old fuck buddies.
He went through your phone, which in my opinion is a no-no. But he's seen some of your old fuck buddies. Not fuck buddy. Let's be clear on fuck buddies, right? We talking about IES, right? Not just a singular Y. No. We're talking about multiple. And I'm almost certain, depending on how many ensued his anger, I think the more he saw, the angrier he got. Oh man, these women, man, they are really, 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 really good.
And he lost his mind. I had never seen him that angry before, and
That
I'd
mean you
never
seen a
been
lot.
like genuinely scared of him until that day. I ended up calming him down and basically telling him that he had to get out of my apartment and I didn't want to be with him anymore.
Now you see that? This man, when you were staying with him, He did not kick you out once. He didn't kick you out not once. Now you got your own, and all of a sudden it's time for him to go. Why? Because he's cramping your style, right? He's not allowing you to be the 304 you were dying to be, right? It's just like it's just like boiling inside of you. Like it's just begging to get out, right? It's I mean, you probably imploding for this to just like, oh my goodness, just come out of you, right? You just want to be this 304, man. So bad. So bad.
Starts crying and like begging me and saying, no, no, I'm so sorry. So I said, okay, we can be in a relationship again if it's an open relationship.
Again, with this, hold up, man. Oh my goodness, right? How many times has she mentioned open relationship? Like it just lets me know one or two things, right? She has no respect for this dude at all. No respect. Or this dude sex game is so freaking weak because why do she feel to need to have more or something else? Or is she just some type of nympho, some what they call them, white liver? Some type of white liver type of female that just feels the need that she just got to constantly have it. Like, I mean, I don't know. To me, that's insane. I think that's out of your mind insane for you to allow somebody to keep telling you that she want an open relationship. Like, at this point, you might as well watch. Like, you might as well watch. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you might as well be in the audience. Or you might as well join her with the threesome or whatever, because at this point, she's letting you know who she is. This is not something you really want to marry. I don't think this is something you want to take to the altar. This is not someone you want to introduce to your mom. You know what I mean? Because if she's this open about it, and when I mean open, I mean that is TikTok. And for the world can see and do reaction videos. The good thing, the best thing about this video is that we can't see who you are, Mr. Guy, who's dating this concubine. Continue.
I said that because I thought that he was going to say, oh, well, I'm not comfortable with that. He was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We can be open. That's okay. So we're back open again. Like a month after that fight happened, I went out with a friend one night.
I'm sorry, I just had to say this. It seems like it's only one person that's open on this discussion.
And I met a guy. Went home with him. Thought it was just gonna be like a one night stand. Until he hit me up a couple of days later to hang out again. And I started seeing him every day. We started going out to restaurants together. We went to the movies together. We started going on like what felt like dates. When I went out with him and his friends would ask if we were together. And I had a whole boyfriend at home. Starting to actually catch feelings for this other guy. So I decided to break up with my boyfriend. I came home ready to break up with him, ready to tell him that I had met someone else. Come to find out, while I was gone, he had brought another girl over, and that was part of the rules. You don't bring anyone back.
Do I have the applause in here? Because, I mean, my guy, about time. All right, we can't do too much.
To my apartment. Yes, this was really fucked up for me to do, but I used that to break up with him. I didn't tell him anything about the guy. He felt really bad, accepted the breakup, and
so you seen how she did that, right? You see how she did that? She was gonna already break up with him, but she didn't have no real valid reason. So him bringing a girl over there broke one of their rules, and that was valid enough reason for her to break up with him. Not the original reason. So the whole time, this man doesn't even know that the real reason she's breaking up with him is because she's on another dingling carousel. Yeah, all right. Continue.
left. We talked a few more times after we broke up, and I saw him one more time, like 2 months before me and that other guy broke up, and that was it. Made a video a couple of days ago about an ex who viewed my LinkedIn page. That was my ex-fiance. I guess after all these years, he's still thinking about me. I feel bad for what I did. I do. Even though he cheated first, I still feel bad. Like, he really didn't deserve all that. I do hope that he's happy out there, wherever he is.
Now, um, I hope y'all was paying attention to that young lady and what she was saying, right? Because it's not only her that feels like this towards men, right? And I was listening to a song a long time ago, and on this song, this, like I said, this was a while ago. But the point is, what was said on the song still hold weight to this day. And the guy said, MFers to do what MFers allowed. Right? And these women will only do what you allow. If you don't have no self-respect for yourself, why should they have respect for you? Right? So sometimes it's not sometimes. It's always a good idea to nip stuff in the butt. Because if you don't nip it in the bud, it's going to blossom to something so grotesque. And it's going to be out of your control and in the end, it's just going to be way more difficult to deal with, way more difficult to handle. So it is, in my opinion, to identify these red flags immediately. Immediately. Don't allow these people to get away with the disrespect. Because then they won't respect you and you'll become like this doormat, you know? And nobody wants to be a freaking doormat for anybody. But we have more on the topic. We're not stopping there, so we will continue.
Relationships, actually. I think that, like, I'll probably end up marrying, outside of my race. But I say this to say that I could date a white boy for a whole year. Like, we could start dating, and as long as we start dating after Martin Luther King Day, you might could get a pass in Black History Month.
That's about right. That's about right. That's about right. I mean, this lady just now said Martin Luther King Day, and you could possibly, you know, make it past Black History Month or something like that. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not even gonna lie. That seemed like it had a little undertone of racism. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it just sounded a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Actually, let's dive a little deeper.
History Month. But I could date them that whole year, and then when Thanksgiving come around, it's like I don't text nobody back on certain holidays. Like, if I'm with my family, like,
Am I tripping, or is that a ski mask on her head? I don't know what kind of hat that is. She look like she be robbing people, though. I ain't gonna hold you. She look like she definitely do be robbing people. Real live.
I do my thing. But I start to get this feeling once Thanksgiving come around, like, you feel me? If you don't say the right thing, like if you don't say fuck Christopher Columbus, if you don't come to my anti-Christopher Columbus party, then I start to feel like you don't respect my culture.
What is this lady talking about? What? Do you say F St. Patrick's Day or something? Or do you wear green and white? You look like you might play the bagpipes. Honestly, you on some kind of pipe talking like that, lady? Please.
And then definitely by the time Martin Luther King Day come around, you feel me? And you text me on Martin Luther King Day, or you double text me on Martin Luther King Day, we're gonna have a problem, because now you really, like, you don't even care. You didn't even say, I'm so glad Mr. King let them dolls eat them up and let them go. I'm so glad they didn't fight back so that, me and you could date today. You don't even show no type of sympathy. And that's why I'm a Malcolm X type girl anyway. So it's not like I celebrate Dr. King Day. But You feel me? If you don't celebrate Dr. Kane Day, then do you really even like black women? Do you even really like me for real? But that's just my thing. I think that if I wasn't so sensitive, like I just I'd be in a great relationship right now. I would probably be married right now. But I always break up with all my white boyfriends as soon as Martin Luther King Day come around.
That is a lot. First of all, how many white boys are we talking about? Because you keep talking about you break up with plenty of all the white boys. Like how many white boys you done had? I mean, damn. And then you're so wild with it. Like you talking about some, oh, they better not say nothing to me during Martin Luther King Day, but I'm more of a Malcolm X girl. I don't even care for Martin Luther King. So okay, you'll just throw your relationship randomly just because of a freaking holiday that you don't even like anyway, right? The absurdity, right? The audacity, right? Like, lady, what are you talking about? So, and then first, and then second of all, they can spank you from March to what, October or the end of November before you realize when the turkey's on the table that you don't like white boys during that month. Like, but what are we talking about? Yeah, but I bet it. I bet. I bet when Christmas comes though, you gonna want a prize. Oh man, lady, please make it make sense. Like, what are you talking about here? Like, they could beat you up from. And when I say that, man, I mean intimately, like in the bedroom. They could do that to you from March until end of November, and it's all good. But the minute it is Thanksgiving or Martin Luther King Day, it's a problem now. Please get your weird self together. But I get you. It's your life. You gonna live it the way you wanna live it, and I'm not knocking it. But lady, you got unresolved issues. I don't know if it's like this whole problem with white boys or white people per se, but you really needed to get it. You really need to get it together because you sound like you don't even make no sense. If I'm just being honest, if I'm just being 100% honest with you, you're not making any bit of sense. And if anybody is listening to this, if you see this lady, run, head for the hills before you get hurt. That'll be all, folks. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment down below if you like the video or not. Please let me know what you think of every video, 1, 2, 3. I would love to hear what you think about the video. So yeah, uh, talk to you later. Peace.